Hello and welcome to Post, the channel where we discuss all things hockey and all teams. We're on our second last team of these seasonal report card videos, the Winnipeg Jets. Now, this is a team I had the pleasure of watching in the playoffs down in Las Vegas, and what a treat that was. It was cool to see another Canadian team. So I've seen Maple Leafs play, seen the Canadians play, now I've seen the Winnipeg Jets play. So that makes me happy, yeah. I had a good experience down there. As far as this video goes, we're going to compare 16-17 to 17-18. Look at some statistics, look at some notes I have, and then give our thoughts generally on the team. So we look at points for Winnipeg in 16-17, 87. That is not enough to make the playoffs. You're going to need at least 10 more probably to make the playoffs. Well, they did that and a little bit more. In 17-18, they got 114 points. That is a substantial increase.
That's Colorado-like increase.
Almost, seriously,
really,
almost. Yeah, it's
that's crazy.
It's huge.
Huge.
Goals for, they went from 246 to 273, increase. Goals against, they went from 255 to 216.
Unbelievable.
That's a huge
Unbelievable.
increase. Huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
Huge.
Power play percentage, they went from 18.2 to 23.4.
That's
big
5%.
Big time increase there. Penalty kill, 77.5 to 81.8.
That's over 4%.
Increase. Face-offs, 48.5 to 52.4.
Really 4% there.
Big time increase on face-offs.
Every single category.
Every single major category
Yep.
they have increased. And it's like everything went right for Winnipeg other than the playoffs. But they'd had a really good year. And I didn't predict it because I really thought that their goaltending was going to struggle because I didn't predict that Connor Hellebuyck would just be this god who just stepped in and be like, yeah, I don't really want to be the backup. I want to be the starter and then just win every game. So he basically almost did that. He was incredible. I think he played like 67 games or something like that. It was crazy. But overall, the team has a lot of line chemistry. You don't see Winnipeg shuffling the lines too much unless there's an injury. They usually play the same people together, and I like to see that. Like contributions from all their stars. Wheeler had 91 points. Laine had 70. Ehlers had 60. Scheifele had 60 points in 60 games. I mean, if he had those extra 22 games or whatever that was, would have been interesting to see how many points he could have put up. But 60 points in 60 games is nothing to...
Probably could have put up about 82, I guess.
Good math, yeah. Unsung heroes like Kyle Connor, a name that no one really talks about or no one says much. 57 points in 76 games. That's really good for him. And Andrew Kopp was a plus 17 on the team, second best. These underrated guys these statistics are pretty good. Great shooting percentage overall. Laine was at 18.3%. Scheifele was at 18.4%. Connor was at 16.1%, and Stastny was at 16.7%. So wow, these guys can really hit the net. 9 players were over 50% in the circle. 9 players were over 50%. Like 9 players, even your wingers who have to come in sometimes.
Yeah, that's true.
Like 9 players.
Because you're probably rolling 4 natural centers.
Yeah.
And you got 9 players that not only have taken a lot of draws, but have won those draws.
You can really tell that they took a lot of time and made things a priority. Let's get better on the power play. Let's get better on the penalty kill, and let's get better in the face-off circle. I'm not just talking about you centermen. I'm talking about you wingers too. Let's get you wingers in here because we all know
get thrown out.
We all know how often the centermen get thrown out of the circle, a stupid amount. So it's great that they took that. They're really serious about it and made it a priority. Like I said, Hellebuyck played 67 games. He boasted a 2.36 goals against average and a 924 save percentage. Previous year, he had a 2.89 goals against average and a 907% save percentage. So improvement, not as much as improvement as I was, statistically as I was assuming before I looked at these numbers. I would have thought to see like a little bit more of a spread than that, but still a pretty good increase. Paul Maurice really likes his group. You can just tell. Like some coaches will say, like, I really like my team. I like how it's structured. You're second last in the league. Why are you saying that? Like, of course you don't like your team. You have problems. A lot of coaches say that, but you can tell when Paul Maurice says it, he means it. He really likes his guys. I can just tell.
And by the sound of things, his guys like him back.
Yes. Yeah, I think so, yeah. Tim Shoveldayoff made some pretty decent moves over the past 2 years to really put the team in structurally in a great place. I really like what he's done. The team's success was no fluke. They should be as competitive in the coming season as they were in the previous season, in my opinion.
Yep.
I don't think it was a fluke, unless there's some kind of goaltending injuries and stuff. They ran into destiny like many other teams. They faced Vegas. It was just a little bit too much for them.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said at the beginning, I was there, got to see it. It was awesome. Not that they lost, but I mean, the whole experience was awesome. Yeah, it's just a really good team. They probably could have challenged for the cup if they got by Vegas.
Yep.
And, I mean, they really could have won the cup.
They might have had the right combination of talent to be more competitive against Washington.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Seriously, they could have done it. It was that close. So
Yeah.
that kind of wraps up this video. I like Winnipeg. I hope they do better, but man, 114 points, pretty hard to do better than 114 points. But
Yeah.
I still think they'll be pretty competitive.
I think so, too.
Good luck to all the Winnipeg fans out there. Hope your team does good. If you did like this video, please hit the like button. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next one. Adios.